So what's our next topic here?
Well, we can talk about the Xbox.
Oh,
Microsoft launched the Xbox Series X in November.
Ooh, my favorite.
Yes.
I'll be getting one for sure. No specific date in November, just in November, which is
fourth quarter.
I mean, I think every Xbox has been released in November, so I think we'll say fall. We'll say fall.
And there has been the packaging for the Series X controller has been leaked, and it looks like one of the Pro controllers.
So it's usable on Xbox One right now. It's like a universal controller. You can use it on Xbox One or the Xbox One X. But the main big thing is that it has listed on the packaging the Xbox Series S.
Oh.
So there's going to be well, who knows what the difference is right now. Like, maybe the Series S just has a smaller hard drive. Like, we don't know what the difference is. But the thought is like, one's going to be the high-spec one.
Yeah, they're thinking that the X is going to be high spec and the S is going to be low spec.
Whatever. It's not like the first time Microsoft has ever done this. Like, even Xbox 360, there was the arcade version.
Yeah. The zero hard drive arcade version.
Yes. So.
Or is it? Yeah, zero hard drive arcade version.
Yeah, it had the small hard drive, and I mean, other than that, it was the same. It didn't have like any difference between graphical powers or whatever.
No, just that tiny little hard drive there.
But I think that the Series S and the X are just going to be like what we got now. You got the Xbox One X, and you got the Xbox One.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just going to be the same thing.
It's just going to be the same thing, but they're reversing when they're putting them out. Because normally you get the regular one, and then you get the high spec.
I think they're going to do them both at the same time.
You think so?
Oh yeah, definitely. I guarantee it. Because there's going to be the nice Xbox One X that costs you too much money. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know I'm going to be like, damn it, I don't want to spend that much money. It's going to be
very expensive.
And then there'll be the Series S that's less money, plays all the games. Maybe they don't look as good. Maybe it's only 30 frames per second. I mean, they're all only going to be 30 frames per second. They've been saying that it's going to be all 60 frames per second since the Xbox One was coming out, and it never did.
No.
So it's all going to be the same thing anyways, but yeah.
The article is also saying that the Lockhart console, which is apparently the S, is expected to ship with 7.5 gigs of usable RAM and has 4 teraflops of GPU performance.
That's a lot.
And ship with the same CPU as the X.
So floppy.
So I wonder if that means they're going to have a different GPU in there to underpower it some, and then have the same CPU in there?
Maybe. Could be. I don't know. I don't know enough about that stuff to say, but I know that I'm getting one. Xbox One X.
Yeah.
And I'll be playing all my old games.
And so I've heard that the controller here is going to be compatible with both One and the Series X and S.
Yes, it already is.
Yeah. And the PlayStation 4 controllers are going to be compatible with the PlayStation 5, but only for PlayStation 4 games.
Well, I see PlayStation just released this weird thing to snap onto the PS4 controller to add a button on the back or something.
Back button.
There's something where you can snap it on it, and that's because the PS5 controller has something like that on it. So maybe if you have the adapter, you'll be able to use it on PS5, but that I don't know about yet.
Huh.
But the guy that bought this controller and sent the information in for the article, he hooked it up to his Xbox One. It worked fine. Yep. It's a little bigger than the Xbox One X controller, or Xbox One controller currently, but it's working fine. So, Buddy had to update his Xbox because he hadn't turned it on in a year. But once it was updated, the controller worked fine.
So it took him a good time to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty quick on the Xbox.